Good evening, everybody, and once again, welcome back to the video. This is going to be my 13th video in the Delta Streamer playlist video. Throughout this entire playlist, we have learned about how to ingest data from CSV, JSON, Parquet, Kafka messages, including JSON Kafka messages and Avro Kafka messages. And we have also explored how you can use different payload classes. So now let me show you how you guys can use the JDBC based puller to pull the data from Snowflake tables. Say you have some huge table in Snowflake again, and you want to bring that into S3 for some analytical or machine learning purposes, or it's a one-time import you want to do. In this scenario, I am going to show you how to leverage the Hudi streamer to read data from Snowflake, and then the output would be Hudi, Iceberg, and Delta. Wait, what do you mean? Yes, Hudi, Iceberg, and Delta, meaning the Delta streamer will write the table as Hudi, but along that write, after that write is complete, it's gonna build the metadata for Iceberg and Delta Lake as well. So I hope you're excited. So let's rock and roll, right? So first I wanna show you my Snowflake. Again, you guys can go and create a Snowflake account. I have a sample table called people, just some dummy mock data as you can see. And I've given you the commands on how you can create this table. Simple, right? Create table and then I insert some values. Now, the important part is I want to show you how to pull data from Snowflakes, right? So I can come here, of course, I can run queries. So you need following jar files. So for this, you will need Hudi extension 0.1.0 hyphen snapshot hyphen bundle jar. Again, the link is given. You can download this particular jar from this link. Then we need the Hudi Java client 0.14 jar. I'm using the Hudi 0.14 version. So this is the jar that I would be needing. The next one that I need is Hudi hyphen utilities hyphen slim hyphen bundle underscore 2.12 hyphen 0.14 jar. Again, for all the projects, I usually prefer a stable version of Spark. I use Spark 3.4 and usually I've been using 0.14. So yeah, so download these jars into the current directory. As you can see in the directory, I have the jar files. Okay. So once you have downloaded these jar files and you have a Snowflake table, now what you want to do is over here, you want to export the Snowflake username, the password and the JDBC URI. Again, I have already done that because I don't want to expose my credential on the video, right? So I've already exported these credentials. Now let's take a look at the Delta Streamer job. That's something that I would want to explain you. All right, so let me know if the font size is visible and let me quickly adjust the window. All right, straightforward, right? Spark submit class. I'm going to be using or.apache.hudi.utilities.streamer, Hudi streamer. Now here is something interesting, right? You would need these packages. The first package you would need is the Hudi Spark bundle package. Again, I have Spark 3.4, so I'm using that package. But if you have a different Spark version, make sure to use the right, package, because usually that's the whole important thing, right? You have to have the right packages. The next packet that I need, is net.snowflake spark hyphen snowflake underscore 2.12 2.15.0 hyphen spark 3.4. So again, I need this particular package, and then I need one more package, net.snowflake snowflake hyphen jdbc 3.13.28. Again, these are the version that works for me. Jar files, I provide all the jar files over here. So I'm using two jar files. Hopefully I can show you here. The Hudi extension snapshot jar. And the next one I have is the Hudi Java client jar. Okay, cool guys. Okay, table type, copy on write. Method is gonna be upsert. I'm running in an upsert. Sync tool class, I will be using io.onetable.hudi.sync.onetable sync tool. Okay. After that, this is where I wanna create my Hudi transactional data lake on my local machine. Table name was gonna be people, right? I'm going to use a SQL based transformer. So for people who are just watching this video and wondering what is SQL transformer, well, it's a way that Hudi allows you to perform transformation on complex structure. So that's that, right? I define my record key, my partition, and my data lake. I want to partition by CD. Precom key, whenever in a group of messages you have duplicates, Hudi uses that key to determine that as a dedupe key, right? So Hudi will take the max of it. Usually it's a timestamp you want to take, right? In this case, I have taken a timestamp. I provide the Snowflake JDBC URL, the username and the password. The driver I set to net.snowflake.client.jdbc.snowflake driver. Incremental column. So this one, I'm saying that, hey, use a column called ID, and Hudi can basically, incrementally pull data based on this particular column. SQL based transformer, again, if you just want to pull, like, say, 1 or 2 columns and not everything, you can provide these column as an SQL query. And then here, right, I want to build for Iceberg and Delta, meaning after you're writing the data to Hudi, build the metadata for Iceberg and Hudi. So this looks cool, right? So what I will do, if I can now copy the Spark submit. All right, so I'm gonna start this, and of course this will ingest data from my Snowflake into my local machine, right? Assuming you have the right package and the Spark version, this should work flawlessly, okay? You should be able to do this lab. All right, so as you can see, it's pulling data from Snowflake into my local machine as a Hudi data lake, and it's done. If I can probably show you. So I'll collapse this one, E1. You can see that silver, right? Delta log folder. This is the metadata for Delta tables. Metadata, this is for the Iceberg. And then of course I have my partitions over here. All right, Samuel, cool. Let's try to read this table as Delta, right? You said it's a universal table format, right? So I should be able to read as Delta. All right. So here I have a simple Python job. This is gonna read data from this table, and it's gonna read the data as a Delta. Line number 22, okay? So Python 3 read underscore delta.py. Again, assuming everything was fine, I should be able to see the data frame object on the terminal. Should be done. Yeah, there you go. Lovely. Look. You're able to read the Hudi data as Delta. Hey, Samuel, what about Iceberg? I use Iceberg, man. All right. Well, we got you. All right. So here, oops. Again, make sure to use the right packages, right? I'm using Spark 3.4, so these are the package that works for me. Same path, but again, this time I'm interested in reading as Iceberg table, right? So let's try Python 3 read underscore iceberg.py. And I should see the same data frame, right? So I have one copy of my data, and now I can consume these as either Hudi or Iceberg or Delta. So it's literally that easy. And now also it becomes easier for the query engines, right? You can read this table either as Hudi, Delta, Iceberg, makes it super easy. So yeah, I hope this short video helps you. This video teaches you how to use the Delta streamer, in short, the JDBC based puller, to pull data from Snowflake tables into, again, S3 or your local machine if you're doing like a sample project. And then it also builds the Iceberg. It also builds the metadata for Iceberg and Delta. Thank you so much. Again, I also tried my best to put all the resources on the GitHub. So again, everything is given here, right? You should be able to try it out, right? Also, I have a blog on LinkedIn, so in case if you want to read, go ahead and read it, right? That being said, I just want to make a note. This is not the only way to get data out of Snowflake. There is an interoperable solution as well. Again, I can make a separate video, but I just want to cover quickly. You can make an external table in Snowflake, and that data can sit on S3. Then you can perform an X-table sync. That's one way. The second way is you use the Hudi streamer, ingest from any source that you have, write it into the universal table format, and then use that into Snowflake, right, as an Iceberg table. So that's also possible. Again, I would have all the videos on my channel, but I just wanted to make sure I talk about that. With that being said, if you have any further questions, make sure to type that in the comment window, and I would be seeing you in the upcoming next video. Thank you.